So the other day, actress Jennifer Lewis, she was on Stephen A. Smith's show talking about people who voted for Donald Trump and saying that everyone who voted for Donald Trump was racist, misogynist, and the black men, oh my gosh, they were such a disappointment. And Stephen A. Smith was like, you don't think it was just about the economy and the illegal migrants or something? And Jennifer Lewis said something throw it off like, do you see like women out here like breaking into houses? And Stephen A. Smith said no. And then she said, do you see them out there like deleting each other? And he was like, no. And I'm sitting here like saying, yes, they are. I mean, what news stories are you watching, man? These women nowadays are on a whole nother tangent. The fellas ain't acting right, the females ain't acting right. It's jacked up. That's why there needs to be a great reset. And this is the era of change. I mean, if you believe in that, like, every couple thousand years things change. It's starting right now. But anyway, let me hit y'all with a couple of news stories just so we can let Sister Lewis know that yeah, there are some females out here committing some heinous crimes.
Now to a crime alert tonight. A suspect is behind bars after leading police on a chase that lasted nearly an hour. 32-year-old Terica Miller here facing multiple felony charges after running from police in North St. Louis County and then leading them into the city before being caught. Police say Miller's arrest ended a week-long crime spree, which included firing shots at houses in different parts of North County and assaulting a clerk at a gas station on Wednesday. Later that same day, Miller was involved in a shootout at that same spot. Then just before midnight, police tracked her down and chased her for 45 minutes into city limits before stopping her. Miller is being held at the St. Louis County Justice Center on a $200,000 bond.
So you done committed multiple crimes, had a shootout with the police, and your bond is $200,000, which 10% is what, 20,000. Some people say the bond is too low, but I doubt she have 20,000 or can get a hold of $20,000. But even regardless if she can get a hold of it or not, I think the bond is too low. I think she shouldn't have a bond at all because shoot, you shooting at people and robbing people. I mean, she looked like she like had like rapper jewelry, fake jewelry, what have you. Like I said, the women nowadays, just the youngsters in general, man, they thinking on a whole different level than we were when we were that age. At least the majority of us still respected life, respected elders, respected ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When we were young. Now the black community, the culture, unfortunately, the youngsters, they don't respect anything. They listen to the rap music of today. There's no there's no diversity in the music. That's the first thing. Understand, again, we're talking about like age of, like I say, how ages change every 2,000 years. Then you'll get into spirituality and stuff like that. When you read scriptures, Satan, Lucifer was the angel of music, was they said the most beautiful music player ever. Held right hand, second in command of the Most High. And he was the god of music. So when you think about that, you think it on a spiritual level, music is hypnotic. Sounds, instruments, that stuff is hypnotic. You'd be surprised, or maybe you're not surprised, that music can really dictate or change your thought process, can dictate on on things you decide to do. For instance, I remember working back in the day, and I'll get to the point here in a second. Used to work at a warehouse, and I can remember listening to, let's see, song what? Everybody Gets Your Roll On or what have you. And matter of fact, no, it was a guy that I worked with. He said that we were talking about music and how it changed your mood. Like when I get off work, I say, man, I listen to jazz. Now I'm a big rap fan, R&B fan. But when you have a long, stressful day, things I like to do, even now, I don't know if y'all can see, but anyway, I got like a record player with like jazz music. Matter of fact, it's folded here. Go take that off. In this record, I got John Coltrane. John Coltrane in my record player right now. I can listen to that, and when I'm paying bills or trying to think about business, uh, things I need to do, taking care of, take care of taking care of stuff. Yeah, bills, business, investments, things like that. Planning. I throw on some jazz, and for some reason, somehow, it clears my mind. It helps me think a lot clearer than playing Tupac or Young Thug or anybody else or Young Dolph or whoever else people listen to now. The music, the hypnotic, the tunes does something to you. Remember, like I said, a coworker said he's saying one day he was going home and everybody get your roll on from the hot boys or cash money. He said he had it playing in his car. He said next thing you know, he looked down, he's going like 100 miles an hour going down the highway. Didn't even realize it. So music does. So like I said, the music does it. So like I said it to say this, all these kids listen to now, the music or tuba movies that talks about nothing but drugs, sex, deletion, hell, assault, being drug addicts, not selling drugs, being freaking drug addicts, sleeping with everybody. We're talking about from the man and the female's perspective, and that's all they listen to. Well, and it's not like when we was growing up and it was only on. You had to listen to it like at certain times of the evening, or if you wanted to buy the records, your parents had to be with you to buy the records. It wasn't readily accessible throughout the day. They didn't play it during the daytime because they knew they respected and understand kids could be on the way to school or on the way home, or kids are in the car, so they're not going to play certain music or the times that children are most likely to be around, because they do studies on stuff like this. Now it's 24/7, and you have radio personalities like Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey talking all this God stuff and Jesus this, and the first hour you listen to nothing, they playing nothing but gospel, and then turn right around as soon as the gospel hour is over, and you got Sexy Red, and you got Ice Spice, and you got Young Thug, and you got other, other ratchet ass music that they playing on the radio, and it's hypocritical, but yet we cool with it because we all saved by grace, right? That bull crap that people are misinterpreting or flipping to where they can be justified as not changing the way they live. But anyway, that's all these youngsters have. That's all they listen to. So now everybody want to be from the projects. Everybody want to have a Draco, AR-15, AK-47. Everybody want to have a reason to shoot somebody or to be shot at. Everybody want to sell drugs. Everybody want to be drug addicts so they can have something to rap about. You got fools now who commit crimes and put it online because they want likes and giggles. When back in the day, if you did something, you might tell somebody close to you. Maybe a lot of times people do because the conscience is a son of a gun. The conscience will make it to where you will justify telling somebody, whether it's pillow talk or whether you at a barbecue drinking or your cellmate, you're going to tell somebody because you got to get it off your chest. That's one thing about it. This is why it's just not really feasible to commit crimes unless, you just got your mind is there to where not to talk to people. But again, that's all these kids got is ratchet. Our community got is this ratchet music, these ratchet movies. I like to watch Tubi, sure. You know what I'm saying? And I can listen to any kind of music myself, but I listen more to just the music, the beats and the instruments that are involved, because I used to be a part of that community back in the day. Most of the music, I couldn't recite words to most of the songs that anybody has out in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years. But the beats and the music, I can go with it. You know what I'm saying? I can go, beat for beat with you and let you know what I'm saying, and sound for sound with you at any time. But it's just because I don't listen to words like that. Like I said, I'm a music person. That's why I guess is why I can listen to jazz, what I'm saying, so easily, and it comes with soul or whatever. But anyway, Yeah, but yeah, like I said, the kids, they youngsters, they got nothing. It need to be a great reset. We need to go back to like classical music, movies, TV shows that have meaning, that taught lessons, movies that had meanings. Hell, even rap. Back in the day, albums used to have, like say, songs for the street, songs for the women, songs for the club, songs for the church, songs for the radio. It was always on one, all that on one album, so you had a diversity. Now you have none of that, but they play it on the radios somehow and think they're justified doing it, and you wonder what's wrong with these kids. And you wonder what's wrong with these kids. But anyway, that's that story. Then I want to go to. I saw another one here. Let's see, with these women setting up people, on these back pages and involved in a deletion. Let's get into it.
Joseph Wade is praising the work of his detectives after two women connected to a Monday morning murder were arrested. Angela Rhodes and Ariana Expose.
Now, I'm done. I'm done. Now I saw this on my phone, right? And so, phone a little small, 47-year-old eyes, early in the morning looking at it, didn't really see this. I saw saw the story, said, let me see if I want to do this. So now I just put it on my laptop. And so now I can really get a clear picture. I thought it was just some big women. You not finna sit here and tell me that this Ariana exposes a doggone me female. I'm sorry. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. This is Angela Rhodes. Unfortunately, she might be a woman because she got that neck. Who in the heck?
Made their initial court appearance this morning. They both received a $500,000 bond. McGee police arrested them Monday afternoon on Highway 49 near the Love's truck stop. Rhodes and Expose are charged in the murder of Jeremy Easterling. Jackson Police Chief Joseph Wade says the two women arranged a rendezvous with Easterling before they killed him.
Are y'all looking at this? I just want to make sure y'all see these two. And the reason why too, I think Angela Rose is probably a female because she's only 5'3". Now the other one, I'm gonna say is damn near 6 foot. Shout out to the victim. Rest in peace to the victim. But dude, I'm sorry. Where did you find these people at? I'm sick of this. This is not, I'm sorry. At least one of these is not a woman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I ever commit a crime, if I'm ever caught committing a crime, I'm going to identify as a ferret. That's what I'm gonna do. And when the news story tells my story, they better not say Marlon, who identifies as a ferret. No, they better say ferret, 47-year-old ferret, Marlon C, committed this crime. Because if this Ariana expose, whatever, expose, can sit, you can get on TV and say two women, Angela, like the dude was it in Vegas who called the police, who was shot and killed by the Vegas police, and the news kept saying this woman broke in his house, and the woman was a perpetrator, but the guy got killed. And you look at the pictures, and it's like everybody's no, that wasn't a woman, that was a dude. It was a damn transgender guy. Why do y'all sit there? How can y'all sit there and say that this is a woman? No, no, no. That's where our problem. That's our problem. We don't call a spade, as they say, a ball, or a strike, a strike. This is a dude. This is both. Now I look closer. That look like they both look like dudes. Damn it, I think they both are men. I think they're both, but anyway, but because here's the thing: when you call it like it is, things make more sense. Then people like me don't have to sit here and focus on what's not the issue. focus on on something other than what's important. The important part of this story is that a guy was deleted. That's the problem, and these two were arrested. But I see this story and I'm like, did this heifer just say that these are two women? And she said it with a straight face. I don't know. I don't know if I could be a newscaster not on these news channels because I'm gonna call it out like it is. I'm gonna say two people who are considered who are identified as women, but we can tell that they're not. Deleted the guy, set him for a rendezvous, and then dude, look at this bigger than here. I mean, I don't know.
Bond. McGee police arrested them Monday afternoon on Highway 49 near the Love's truck stop. Roads and exposed.
But see, women, you want this equal rights. And y'all are the one who can stop this. Y'all are the one who can say, hey, we tired of these dudes calling themselves women. You can come out here publicly and say, hey, those are guys. Those are not females. Don't put them with us. Because this is what financial Black Americans are doing with a lot of these people, these foreigners who, when they come and commit crimes, like when I say foreign, like Caribbeans and Africans, when they commit crimes, the news stories try to say, this Black person, and we'd be like, oh, no, don't put them with us. Because when they do something good, like first person to graduate from like St. John's University, or a neurosurgeon, the first Black neurosurgeon, they'd be like, no, that's Jamaican, or no, that's Ghanaian. No, these are, of real African heritage. They're not Black Americans. Okay. When a crime was committed, then don't put them with us either. Women, y'all could do the same thing. When you have people that look like that, and you know damn well it's a doggone man, y'all come out and say, hey, don't put them with us. But the problem is, the reason why folks allow certain things to happen, or certain things to carry on like this debauchery, is because they're afraid that one day they're going to want to have somebody agree with them on something, and they don't want them to be like, nah, we can't roll with you because you wouldn't agree to saying that these dudes are women because they identified as a woman. And they'll be like, but they're not. Okay, well, then we can't roll with you. See, that's what the problem is. People got to stop being afraid of losing out for truth, for true justice in the American way. They got to stop this. They got to say, hey, yeah, we got to judge. Like I said, there's a whole book of in the Bible about judging. So yeah, you can judge, but it ain't judging to belittle somebody. It's you call your brother out on wrong, just like your brother's supposed to call you out on your wrongdoing, so that way everybody can live righteously. That's what it's for. But people take things personal and like, man, you can't judge me. You ain't right. Okay, if I ain't right, tell me what I'm wrong on. So then once we called out, we're supposed to change, right? That's where grace comes in. That's part of grace, is when you called out. The grace is you did something, and now that you've been called out, it's wrong. You change, and so now there's and you're not doing it no more. The grace is that your past debauchery, your past sins warranted death, but because now we have grace, you have a chance to live. Just don't do it again. But I can go deep. I can go deep on these stories.
Are charged in the murder of Jeremy Easterling. Jackson Police Chief Joseph Wade says the two women arranged a rendezvous with Easterling before they killed him. Chief Wade says investments into the department's detective bureau makes it possible for JPD to have an 81% solvability rate for the year.
Well, dang. Lost my whole train of thought on the video. The purpose of the video. Yeah, women commit crimes. I'm sorry. Yes, Jennifer Lewis, women commit crimes. They out here robbing. They out here breaking in the house. They out here deleting each other. Yeah, they doing that. And so Jennifer Lewis, women like you, since you like to get on this TV, on these videos and talk about people, and get out here and be an elder and teach. And teach these youngsters how to act, because that's what your job is supposed to be. as a woman, you're supposed to teach young girls how to be women, just like men are supposed to teach young men how to be men. And if we did that, and if we were there for our youngsters as much as we should be, need to be, then we probably wouldn't have stories of young girls robbing and having shootouts and running from the police. Young boys who identify as women out here on back pages deleting men on sexual rendezvous. I don't get it. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Let's share it with the world. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple minutes of the day, but they mean the world to us here. If you'd like to support financially, you can give super thanks, super chats, super stickers, or go to the description box. There are links there you can click on to help support us there. Don't forget to go to marlonmorale.com to get 10% off your first purchase of all of our luxury items. I promise you will not be disappointed. And if you want to take advantage of our miniature beard kit sale, click on the shop button below. We have a sandalwood beard kit, and sandalwood is clinically proven to help hair follicle growth. So we have beard oil, beard balm, and beard wash in our kit. So if you want to try to grow that beard to its full potential, why not use the best product on the market? And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.